Sairam students, I hope you all are fine. Today let us continue with the revision of Geography lesson number 6, Major Landforms of the Earth. Children, we have already revised about what are mountains. Today let us revise about the different types of mountains and about plateaus, plains and landforms and the people. Now let us begin with the revision. Let us revise types of mountains. Children, how many types of mountains are there? There are 3 types of mountains. Can you name them? They are fold mountains, block mountains and volcanic mountains. Now children, let us revise about fold mountains. What are fold mountains? Some mountains, they are formed when two large land masses they push against each other and they are called as fold mountains. And what are the examples of the young fold mountains? The Himalayan mountains and the Alps. They are the examples of young fold mountains. And what is an important feature of the young fold mountains? The important feature of the young fold mountains is that they have rugged relief and high conical peaks. And children, which is one of the oldest fold mountain systems in the world? The Aravalli range, which is in India. It is one of the oldest fold mountain systems in the world. And this range, it has considerably worn down due to the processes of erosion. And children, which old fold mountains have rounded features and low elevation? The Appalachians in North America and the Ural Mountains in Russia. They have rounded features and low elevation and they are very old fold mountains. Now children, let us revise about block mountains. What are block mountains? Block mountains are formed by splitting and sliding of large blocks of land. So how are they created? Block mountains, they are created when large areas they are broken and displaced vertically. And children, what do you mean by host and graben? The uplifted blocks, they are termed as hosts and the lowered blocks are called graben. Children, here you can see the image of the block mountains and you can see the uplifted blocks. They are termed as hosts and the lowered blocks, they are termed as graben. And children, what are the examples of block mountains? The Rhine Valley and the Vosges mountain in Europe. They are the examples of such mountain systems. Now children, let us revise about volcanic mountains. How are volcanic mountains formed? Some mountains, they are formed when molten rock from deep inside the earth rises to the surface, forming a volcano. So these are called as volcanic mountains. That means volcanic mountains, they are formed due to volcanic activity. And children, what are the examples of volcanic mountains? Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa and Mount Fujiyama in Japan are examples of such mountains. And children, here you can see the image of volcanic mountains. Now children, let us revise the importance of mountains. Mountains, they are very useful. They are a storehouse of water. And many rivers, they have their source in the glaciers in the mountains. And reservoirs, they are made. And the water is harnessed for the use of people. And water from the mountains is also used for irrigation and generation of hydroelectricity. And what are ideal for cultivation of crops? The river valleys and terraces are ideal for cultivation of crops. And children, mountains have a rich variety of flora and fauna. Flora and fauna means plants and animals. So mountains, they have a rich variety of flora and fauna. And the forests, they provide fuel, fodder, shelter and other products like gum, resins, etc. And mountains, they provide an idyllic site for tourists. Idyllic means pleasant. This means the tourists, they visit the mountains for their scenic beauty. And what are the popular sports in the mountains? Several sports like paragliding, hang gliding, river rafting and skiing. are popular in the mountains. Now, let us revise about plateaus. Children, what are the important features of plateaus? A plateau is an elevated flat land. It is a flat topped tableland standing above the surrounding area. And a plateau, it may have one or more sides with steep slopes. And what is the height of the plateaus? The height of plateaus, it often varies from few hundred meters to several thousand meters. And plateaus, like mountains, they may be young or old. And which plateau in India is one of the oldest plateaus? The Deccan Plateau in India is one of the oldest plateaus. And what are the other examples of plateaus? The East African Plateau in Kenya, Tanzania and Uganda, and the Western Plateau of Australia are other examples of plateaus. And children, which is the highest plateau in the world? The Tibet Plateau is the highest plateau in the world with a height of 4,000 to 6,000 meters above the mean sea level. And how are plateaus useful to us? Plateaus are very useful because they are rich in mineral deposits. As a result, many of the mining areas in the world, they are located in the plateau areas. And which plateau is famous for gold and diamond mining? The African Plateau is famous for gold and diamond mining. And where in India are huge reserves of iron, coal and manganese found? In India, huge reserves of iron, coal and manganese are found in the Chota Nagpur Plateau. Children, here in this map, you can see the location of Chota Nagpur Plateau. And children, in the plateau areas, there may be several waterfalls as the river falls from a great height. And where are the Hundru Falls? In India, the Hundru Falls are in the Chota Nagpur Plateau on the river Subarnarekha. And where are the Jog Falls? The Jog Falls are in Karnataka, and they are the examples of such waterfalls. And which plateaus are rich in black soil? The lava plateaus are rich in black soil that are fertile and good for cultivation. And children, many plateaus, they have scenic spots and they are of great attraction to tourists. Now children, let's revise about plains. What are plains? Plains are large stretches of flat land, not more than 200 meters above mean sea level. And some plains are extremely level, while others may be slightly rolling and undulating. That means they may have a shape like a wave. That is, they are moving up and down like a wave. And children, how are plains formed? Most of the plains, they are formed by rivers and their tributaries. That is, the rivers, they flow down the slopes of mountains and erode them. And then they carry forward the eroded material. Then they deposit their load consisting of stones, sand and silt along their courses and in their valleys. That means when they are flowing down from the mountains, they bring along with them the eroded materials. And it is from these deposits that plains are formed. And how are plains? Generally, the plains, they are very fertile, and construction of transport network, it is also easy on the plains. Thus, these plains, they are very thickly populated regions of the world. Children, can you name some of the largest plains made by the rivers? Some of the largest plains made by the rivers are found in Asia and North America. Here we can see an example. That is, in Asia, these plains, they are formed by the Ganga and the Brahmaputra in India and Yangtze in China. And children, which are the most useful areas for human habitation? Plains are the most useful areas for human habitation. Why? Because there is great concentration of people as more flat land is available for building houses as well as for cultivation. That is, for growing crops. And because of fertile soils, the land, it is highly productive for cultivation. And children, what are the most densely populated regions in India? In India, the Indo-Gangetic Plains, they are the most densely populated regions of India. Now children, let us revise about landforms and the people. We know that humans, they have been living on different kinds of landforms in different ways. Children, what are the different kinds of landforms? Different kinds of landforms are mountains, plateaus, plains, etc. And how is life in mountainous areas? Life, it is difficult in mountainous areas. And which landform provides much better conditions? Plains, they provide much better conditions. That is, it is easier to grow crops, build a house or a road in a plain than a mountain. Children, can you name some natural calamities which cause widespread destruction? Sometimes natural calamities such as earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, storms and floods, they cause widespread destruction. And what happens because of natural calamities? There is huge loss of life and property that takes place. So, how can we avoid such incidences? By creative awareness about such incidences, we may lower the risks. And children, quite often we use the land for wasteful purposes. For example, constructing houses on a fertile land. And similarly, if we throw garbage on land or in water, then it makes them dirty. So children, how can we take care of them? We should avoid using such important gifts of nature in a careless manner. And the available land, it is not only for our use, and it is a duty to leave the earth a better place for future generations as well. This means we should use the land and the resources carefully. Children, this is the image of the rope bridge which is made of ropes and bamboos, and it is the longest hanging bridge in Arunachal Pradesh. And children, you have heard about Swachh Bharat Mission, that is healthy mind lives in healthy body, and for a healthy body, clean environment, particularly clean water, air and hygienic surroundings are prerequisites. That means it is necessary. And Swachh Bharat Mission, it is a Government of India program. And what does it aim? It aims to achieve all these for people. Now children, let's discuss. Quite often we use the land in a wasteful manner. Explain. Quite often we use the land in a wasteful manner. For example, constructing houses on a fertile land. Similarly, we throw garbage on land or in water, making them dirty. We should avoid using such important gifts of nature in a careless manner. And the available land, it is not only for our use. It is our duty to leave the earth a better place for future generations as well. So children, today we have completed the revision of geography. Lesson number 6, Major Landforms of the Earth. So read the lesson thoroughly and practice the diagrams that are given in this lesson. Till we meet again, goodbye children.